Good morning, Dallas. It's time to wake up and get wealthy. I'm Terry Ahrens, Group Fitness Director with the Aaron Family JCC and Wellness Director. Today, we are going to discuss the benefits of reformer workouts, Pilates reformer workouts. So we have an expert on board today, and she's also a returning guest, Pam Patrick. So Pam, welcome. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's great to be back.
Yes, and Pam's going to share her expertise today on reformer workouts, and we're just going to kind of look at some of the basics and some of the elements and the whys and the why nots. So I don't know if there are any why nots.
I know, I don't think so.
But anyways, we're going to discuss it all. So get ready. Here we go. Pam, again, thanks for returning. You're one of my favorite guests to come on the show, so I appreciate you.
Yes. I love coming on and doing it, and just, kind of giving everybody a little bit more knowledge about certain things in the fitness world.
Yes. Well, with your background, if you want to share with our viewers your background a little bit, I know that your background goes in many directions, and so you're an expert on many things.
Yeah. So I do a lot of work with aging population and also cancer exercise rehab, as well as Pilates. So I'm a Pilates instructor. And so I love all types of different forms of fitness because I think we all can benefit. But I have found the Pilates in the last, 7 years. I love it. It just gives me a tremendous workout.
Okay, so I hear Pilates is for everybody. So tell me why you just said you love it. So why do you love it, and why is it for everybody? What is the hype behind working out on a reformer?
I think because it gives you a wide range of motion. It also provides all the strength. It gives a little cardio in the workout. So you're getting cardio, you're getting strength training, you're getting balance, you're getting flexibility, and you're getting more range of motion as you get stronger. So it takes one machine, gets it all.
So you just mentioned balance. So if I'm supine position, I'm on my back,
yes,
on the reformer, I'm on my back and I'm on the reformer.
Yes.
How is that going to relate to balance?
Because you're actually going to work and balance your body on the reformer, engaging your core.
Balancing my body. Can you explain a little more?
Yeah, because so people, even though you're lying down on your back, people can be a little bit wobbly, especially if you're hanging onto straps and you're doing arm workout, or even with including your legs with the core. So you definitely have to engage your core. And a lot of times people don't really engage their core and get into that nice long spine and engaging the core. But when you get on the reformer, you have to do that.
So with a reformer, we're working total body.
Yes.
And with a reformer, is there anybody that shouldn't participate in this type of workout, or is it really for everybody?
I think it's really for everybody. Definitely, if you have different populations, things like, but you can do a wide range of working out on the reformer, and it can be customized.
Okay, so it can be customized. So if somebody is special populations, they're under that umbrella, would it be best if they did like a one-on-one, like a personal training session, or could they just kind of fit in with a group?
I think one-on-one for me, for special populations, I think that one-on-one, so that you can recognize where their challenges are and you can help them through those challenges and realize that you have them, they can feel more secure, so that at least you get them to start out in a private, and then maybe you can work them into the group environment.
Okay, so you had mentioned some of the components, like you're working balance, some of the fitness components, yes. Balance, strength. What else did you say?
Flexibility, range of motion, core strength.
Okay, so what about for those cardio junkies out there? Is there something for us that have that, that love that cardio thing?
Yes. So on a reformer, you can do the jump board. So you can use the jump boards. You could also include the reformer in a circuit. So you could do other forms of jump up with the cardio, then get back on, do something strength-wise on the reformer. So there's a lot of different versatility with a reformer. And Pilates.
I love it. I love it. As a matter of fact, here at the JCC, for any of you guys that are unaware, we now have a Pilates program going on. And so we do have reformers and the towers and the Cadillac for more special populations. But and what we are really running right now we're really pushing our group classes. And as you know, Pam,
Yes.
there's strength in numbers. So I feel like that our community is really bonding here in our Pilates studio. And we do have those jump boards for any of you guys that love that cardio thing. And also we are doing here those fusion classes that you just mentioned, Pam. So that's a plus too, where if we have 2 or 3 different stations, there might be a station where you're working with small Pilates apparatus on the floor. Another station might be at the towers, and another station may be with the reformer bed. And so it's like you get a little bit of everything there, which is, I see our members are starting to really enjoy it. So,
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Lots of good stuff here happening at the J. So getting back to special populations, if I'm just kind of not really under that category, I'm not really rehabilitating an injury, I just have an ache. Can I join in on the group? Is it just like group fitness where you just got to learn to modify?
You can join in on the group, but I would always first come early and talk to the instructor, right? And let the instructor know, hey, you know what? I've got this shoulder problem, or I've got something going on in my knee. So just want to give you a heads up. So that way the instructor will know and can give maybe some modifications right at the beginning for the person before they start the class.
Oh, okay. I love that too. Yeah, that's really important that you really consider coming a few minutes early, especially not only if you have some type of injury or you want to share something with the instructor, but also come early just to settle in and even get in your headspace.
Yes.
For the class. So remember that, come early. So what about men? Do you see men doing Pilates, or is this just
Oh no, men do Pilates. I see men coming all the time into my classes that I do. And I think at first they seem that they got to figure it out, right? So but especially in the group environment for them. But yeah, men do it just like the women do it.
Okay, cool. Because like I've noticed, read some, you of course you have your A-listers that were doing Pilates, but now I think they're doing pickleball. But I also noticed that, like I read where there was a couple professional teams that now are training on the reformers and doing.
Yes, football players, yes, especially because as anything, they have to cross train, and Pilates is a great way to cross train for sports.
Yeah, especially for that flexibility piece.
Yes,
I'm guessing because I'm sure, like if they're doing drills, they're getting the heart rate, so maybe they're not training on the board on a jump board, but
right
on the other, or would they?
I don't know. I mean, they could, but I think they probably would benefit. Like you said, they're already doing drills, right? So I think they would benefit by elongating their body and doing more things on the reformer to get them to stretch out a little bit. So, and that's also, like I said, flexibility. I mean, you're getting the workout in, but you're entailing flexibility along with it. So for football players in sports, like they're always constantly trained, they can tighten those muscles. So now they get an opportunity to kind of elongate those muscles. And that just makes them a better performer in their sport.
I love that. So court sports people, let's get the high school athletes in here. And there's just a lot we could do with our studio that we have. So come one, come all. And I will mention that this winter, we're going to offer for court sports. So something that's definitely just geared toward court sports, whether it be tennis, whether it be basketball, whether it be pickleball, all those things. So
that'll be fun.
Some pop-up things to come in the future. So in particular, when you're on the reformer, what can I just wear my athletic shorts, or is there something in particular that I need to wear, or footwear, or I go barefoot, or do I wear my tennis shoes? Tell me about it.
I think, I love to do the leggings, but you can wear, I mean, and men can wear, like, they could either wear sweatpants or they can wear the athletic shorts, but I think you can move more. So I just prefer myself leggings, and then also grippy socks. You definitely need grippy socks so that you can stay stabilized a little bit more on the reformer. You don't slide around. So they actually kind of give a little bit more help with the gripping on the reformer.
So grippy socks, do I have to order those online, or can I find those in a department store, or
I think you can
anywhere?
You can find them online and maybe some of the different department stores, sports places. So
like one of the sports,
maybe Dick's or one of those places
Academy
that you could,
Academy.
Sports Academy. So any of those sporting,
And they're called grippy socks.
Grippy socks. So they just have a sticky at the bottom, and so that way you stick to the surface a little bit more.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna, where our foot placement is, it's gonna allow for more stability.
Yes.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So last month I had a doctor on, and we talked about the importance of alignment, body alignment. So does this hold true for working out on a reformer too, as far as alignment, body alignment goes?
Yes, I think the reformer can align your spine and realign your body. Yes, for sure, because of just the movements that you can do.
Okay. And if somebody's, looking for results, if working out on the reformer primarily a couple times a week, how long is it going to take for somebody to see some sort of results?
I think 6 weeks. I noticed, like, when I started Pilates too, even though I am fitness buff, I definitely noticed the results within 6 weeks. Maybe even in the first month, like the 4 weeks. They may say 4 to 6 weeks, but you definitely can tell a difference, because when people come into classes with me, they really, you can see a difference when they first start out, and then just even that month later, how far they've come.
Okay. So do you find that most of your clients only train on the Pilates reformer, or do you find that it's a supplement to the rest of their week of workouts?
I think it's a supplement to the rest of their workouts, because a lot of them maybe are runners, walkers, and adding that strength training component into their routine provides them, and all along to balance. Nobody really works on balance, right? I can even talk to my older population and say, okay, we have to work on balance every day. But when I ask if they do it, I barely get any show of hands. So I just feel like it is an awesome way to just complete all the cycle of what we need included in our body to be more fit and healthier.
I like that. And that was kind of funny. You said about, hey, raise your hand if you work on balance. Like, no, nobody tends to work on balance.
No.
What else can you tell us about the reformer? Anything in particular? What about, like, I see there's springs,
right?
Spring loaded, and some other equipment out there. They'll also could be spring loaded. So how does that work in conjunction with the setup of a reformer?
So setup reformer. So springs so you can challenge yourself, right? You can start out at a lighter spring, and then as you get stronger, you can just add another spring. And so you're adding springs, and some, your upper body, you take a little bit lighter than you would the lower body. So you can arrange those springs to meet the needs of whatever part of your body that you're working out, and your core as well. Like starting on, you have to be on a lighter spring to start out, and that way that it's a low impact, you're not getting injured, that kind of thing. So you're always able to step it up to the next level as you get stronger.
I love that. I love that there's that opportunity there, and you're not just going to plateau out. So that's
no,
really
never. I'm always sore. Every single time I am always sore. It's always challenging.
And it's all because of the springs?
Yes. And every now and then, yes. Sometimes I think, well, maybe I won't put on that extra spring. And then my trainer and me says, yes, you got to pick it up another notch, because it does. You really want to challenge yourself, right? That's why we come to work out, to get stronger and healthier.
Right, right. So like here at the JPAM, we offer, our group reformer classes, but we also offer mat Pilates classes. So as you being the expert, the guru here, can someone achieve in a mat Pilates class what they would achieve on the reformer? Or are those just totally separate because you got equipment going on over here?
I mean, mat Pilates versus Pilates on a reformer, definitely, I think, different. So mat Pilates, you're using your own body weight, which is awesome, right? Because we have to control and learn to control those muscles. So you have that control movement. But then the reformer brings it up a notch because of the resistance, right? So we can always challenge ourselves more when we put resistance on us. And plus, you want to put resistance on you a little bit more too because of bone health, things like that. So a little bit more weight bearing. I mean, nothing wrong. I love mat Pilates too, and I love to work on the resistance of your own body, but I definitely think you can bump it up a notch for the reformer.
Yeah. So would you consider mat Pilates to be more of a functional training workout, or would you still consider both of them to be functional?
I think that they both can be functional, but I think that the mat Pilates probably, just using the body weight is a more functional, but then, and then just bumping it up with the resistance. But it also has a functional component, right? So,
Right,
yes.
because you're mentioning about balance.
Yes, you're getting it all on both sides, except you do not have the resistance that you do on the mat reform. You don't have mat Pilates. You don't have it as you do on the reformer.
Yeah, and I find when I'm on the reformer that I like my brain has to really focus in, dive into it, because sometimes there can be like coordination things going on.
Yes,
where your right leg is lifting and your back supine position, and you have the straps, the ropes, and so it just seems like sometimes there's a lot of brain power here.
Yes, and then you're using it. We talk more and more and know that exercise has to have the brain component that we're focusing on that as well as working on. So if we're really focused on a particular muscle, then we're working and engaging more.
I love that. That is great. Yes. So tell me any other tips as far as we mentioned new people, but what if you have been coming and you're been here doing Pilates reformer work for a while? Do you need, are you the one as far as the instructor that's going to set the springs, knowing your clients, or is that something that I'm going to come in and set my own springs?
I, as the instructor, will tell you what springs that you can start out. And I always will say, well, whatever spring, maybe today you want to add another extra one just to see, and let's see if your form, but it's always about form first, right? Form is everything. And then you're getting into that strength, and then your range of motion. Sometimes people try to come down, like say you're in a leg move and a lunge, and people try to push that envelope and they're not able to get up the way they should, and they're unstable. So I feel like you can challenge yourself going at different levels and strength of the resistance.
I love it. And that's very similar to if we are weight training. Like sometimes in a few of my classes, I'll mention, hey, grab an extra set of weights, and there might be one or two exercises where you can level up. And it seems like when they do that, they really feel the difference in a good way, and they're still maintaining good form.
Yes, that's what I say. Always challenge yourself, right? The more we challenge ourselves, the stronger we become.
Okay. And so any final tips that you would suggest, or if you want to recap for the brand new Pilates person, or for the person that's been coming for a while, regular, any other tips that you would have?
Not just like exactly coming early for the person that's starting new, coming early. That way the instructor also gets to know you too, right? So always they can ask any injuries, things like that. And so, and getting yourself familiarized with the room, and then you're always going to have people. I love the community that Pilates brings, because you'll always meet new friends. I've met so many of friends here through Pilates, and so that community builds, the group builds strength. And so I just think coming and then getting to talk to maybe a few new people about it and what you're going to do, because you're always nervous, right, whenever you come to something new. So that would be maybe it's just a little extra for somebody that's starting. And then somebody that's been coming for a while, come in with an attitude of, today, you know what, I'm just going to make it a little bit more challenging for myself so that I can get stronger. So always come with that mindset that, okay, I've been doing this for a while, let's challenge myself. So always bring a challenge to yourself, even though you're in a group, or maybe you secretly challenge yourself with, I know her, so I'm going to just, whatever she does, I'm going to just do the same, and go, maybe I know she's a little stronger in her upper body, so I'm going to follow exactly what she does today.
Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. That also makes me think that another idea would be to maybe bring a friend, somebody that doesn't even participate on a regular basis, or that would be brand new to it. And it's always good, grab your neighbor and come on, come one, come all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. I love that.
Yeah. Well, Pam, Any other thing to share with our viewers that you can think of?
No, I think what you've covered a lot today. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Well, guys at home, until next time, remember, wake up and get wealthy, and we'll see you again. Thanks for joining in. See you next time.